Boop. Hey, good morning, Los Angeles. It's Los Angeles. How you guys doing? It's 11:11 a.m. here. No specific time, obviously. I'm just popping in and saying, hey, we got a nice show today. My brother from another traveling mother, Connor, is going to be on the show. We're going to be talking about a variety of things. No green screen today. Look at this. Watch. Oops. My note fell out. Hang on. Those are the ones I have to work on. That's my my gun closet. Some of my friends have borrowed some of my guns. My things are missing because of that. This is my workbench also. There's my workbench, my GI Sports. And I've got, what else do I got? Look at this. My Enola Gay hand grenades, got lots of these. So if somebody plans to invade my casa, I can throw some grenades at them, freak them out, and then show them my closet. This closet. Hey guys, how you doing? Today we're again sponsored by Make Your Own Tracks Wear. Get 10% off if you mention my name in the code. Let me see if we can say. Let me see if he's going to say hello to.
Hey Reaper, this is Yeti, and I'll shoot you soon.
So that's Yeti, and that's his clothing line. Make Your Own Tracks Wear.com. Go check it out. Also, Paintball Strong. Do a hashtag Paintball Strong, GI Sports, Hollywood Sports, me, a bunch of other guys are doing everything we can until this mess is over with to make you help you not to forget about our amazing sport. So we're going to be doing a lot of great things all during the week. Yesterday, I did a scenario big game show. I had Tim Miller actually from Australia and Mark and a bunch of other cool cats on the show. So we're going to be trying doing that a lot. We're going to be trying doing every week a different kind of show. And that's it. So I hope you like my dog gif. I think that was funny. Let me bring my brother in here. Oh my God, look at you. You look like you're a NASCAR, brother.
I'll perceive that as a compliment.
Yeah, dude, you know I joke about everything, right? And you know that
absolutely.
I never put down anybody. So everything I say coming out of my mouth, take it as a compliment, even when I'm putting you down. Anyway, okay. So tell everybody who you are.
My name's Connor Downen.
Yeah. Wait, what about the Blackbear part?
I don't know. You want that? And Connor Blackbear Downen? That's fine.
Yeah.
My call sign's Blackbear. I play for LA Hitman and Destiny, Midwest.
You do. I've known you for how many years now?
I'd want to say 4 or 5, to be honest.
Something like that. Who are these guys? Hang on a second. Let me just bring this up, and you can tell me who these guys are.
That would be the Hitman.
All right. This was Super Game. Which one?
51, maybe.
Nice. There's B Youngs. I see Sonny in there. Who else do I see? Do I see Mark somewhere in there? Who else do I see?
See Ron.
Ron, right? Exactly.
Devin, Cool Beans, Rachel. I mean, Tiny's pretty hard to miss.
Yeah, nice. All right. So, not only are you involved with with the Hitmen, with Dynasty, you're also involved with Sonny Lopez and his CBD. You're involved with Greg Hastings and the Time Trials, right? You're involved with
right here.
There you go. You're involved with Respect Paintball.
Yep, right here.
Dude, you're a walking billboard. It's fantastic. All right, let's start from the beginning here. Let me go. I'm going to just grab this one here. Where is this? There we go. This is as early as I could find. So let me try this one here. Ready? Who's this?
Okay, that's a gag photo. That is not me. That was my buddy, and we made that photo go viral. I had a ton of people turn that into their profile Facebook
Oh,
pictures.
really?
Yeah, he was not pleased about it, but
I couldn't find early diaper pictures of you.
it's gonna be hard, Reaper. I don't really like Facebook. I don't like facial recognition. That's why I prefer to wear a mask.
I know, I know. You are you're off the grid right now, and there's a person in the back running the generator. I know, I know. You're very yeah. I don't want to get into the conspiracy theories yet, so hold on.
All right, fair enough.
Anyway, so yeah, but when I was mentioning the black bear part of your heritage is there's more white people coming, and we're all going to be friends with your relatives. You know what I'm talking about? We're coming over on the Mayflower, and then we're going to give you these great blankets that have smallpox, and we're and maybe you guys will have your own casino, and then you can get your money back from us when you have your own casinos. How's that? Yeah. How much?
That seems to be what America did.
How much of the American Indian ingredients do you have in you?
Honestly, I'm not sure. I never got a DNA test. That doesn't really matter to me, to be honest.
Yeah, well, it does to me because I like where people come from. So anyway, he's being shy because the CIA is probably watching.
Oh no, I'm not on a list of any kind.
All right, good. All right. So anyway, we won't talk about the reservation. I'm joking. No. Anyway, so let's do this. Where did you start from? Where were you born?
I was born in Joliet, Illinois.
Dude, are you serious?
Yeah.
That's cool.
The homeland of CPX.
The homeland of CPX. Okay. And then you obviously graduated high school there. Did you go to college?
No college, and I did not graduate high school from Joliet.
Where'd you go?
I moved to Yorkville.
Where? Are you making
yeah, it's okay. No, it's okay. Don't worry. A lot of people refer it to the sticks. Exactly. It's like a town with like 9,000 people. But.
Nice. Okay, so but you did graduate. Thank you very much.
Yeah, actually, pretty funny story about that. I actually, I didn't walk to graduate, and yesterday my parents brought that up to me, and I took graduation photos for the first time yesterday, even though I graduated 4 years ago.
No, you kept your cap and robe and everything?
They kept it, apparently.
Good for you. All right, did you look a little bit older?
I would hope so. I would hope I aged.
You look like you graduated last week, man. All right.
I appreciate that.
No worries. No worries. See, I told you, I'm always trying to compliment. Anyway, all right. So listen, you graduated from a small little town with 9,000 people, and but you hung around Illinois, right?
Yes. Well, for the most part, I'm in and out of Illinois and Colorado.
All right. And then, so when did you get the bug? When did you drink the Kool-Aid? When did you find out about this? Was CPX your first park?
It was not. Fox Paintball was. Fox Paintball is about 15 minutes away from my house here. It's in, I want to say Millington, Illinois.
Okay. Are they still around?
Yes, sir.
That's cool.
They're bring your own paint field. Really casual rec play there. And then from there, I branched out into at Paintball Explosion. That's where I got accumulated with some different teams, and then
NFG.
Yes, sir. NFG Clan at first, and then I became part of NFG Nation.
I remember, didn't they? There was something they like. I remember them back then. There was something they broke up. They, I mean, there was like a different something. Let me see. There was like a different. I don't know. There was like one group and then another group, right?
Yeah, NFG Clan, and then it became Nation. But Clan was still around, so there was both of them.
Here, we're going to pop up a picture here. This is the park I think I first met you at. Let me just do this one here. right? I think I met you
That is
at
absolutely correct.
Paintball Explosion, and there was were you part of NFG Group Nation, whatever it was? Which one were you part of when I met you? I've probably been
To be honest,
2015, I think. I
yeah,
think well, because it had to be 2015 or something, because that's when I first went to Paintball Explosion for Clowns versus Zombies. So it's probably
okay.
I probably met you around that time. And so then you started. I mean, you got the bug. You said, okay, this is for me, and you started bouncing around. And I guess Illinois has a lot of paintball parks, right? There was CPX, there was Fox, there was PBX. Is Blast Camp near that?
Yeah, Blast Camp's like an hour away from me. It's in Indiana, but it's like right on the border.
Right. So there's a lot of,
There's also Badlands.
yeah.
Badlands is famous. I mean I never experienced it, but some people say that the best paintball in the world was played at Badlands. So
Wow. Yeah. So it's crazy that you got the bug to travel, and you started just basically bouncing all over the place and started playing. That's cool.
yeah, I mean I'm truly grateful for paintball and all the life experiences that it's given me, all the life lessons that I've learned along the way, and I just continue to learn and grow. And I mean it's incredible. It's forever changed my life.
I met a buddy of yours. Yeah. So this is called Respect Paintball, and he he was actually telling me. He was like, hey, I got this thing I'm working on. I'm doing this. I'm doing banners. I want to get them all over the place. Let's do this thing. And I said, whatever I can do to help you. And so he goes, well, can you send me, he goes, can I send you out a banner to LA and you can put it up at like parks and stuff? And I go, well, LA is kind of funky about like, about that kind of stuff. And so I said, I'll do what I can. Yeah. So he sent me out a banner. We actually did a MagFed event. I did a pistol event one time, and we were actually able to put the banner up, which was great. But then when I started like bringing it to other places, they're like, respect what? And I was like, back then it was like there wasn't this really like what we're having right now, this kumbaya kind of like, everybody's really, it was still kind of like tribal kind of thing. And like, well, I don't know anything about that. I'm like, come on. So I'm like trying to throw the banner around everybody, just take a picture with it. And they're like, so anyway, so yeah, but Ron is he still killing it with that?
He's kind of focusing on a couple of other companies that he's running as well. But obviously, he still loves paintball and is still extremely passionate towards it. We got a few things in the works, a few projects, working with a few people. Obviously, we're working on the time trials and
right. That's the thing about you guys, though, is that you're always constantly doing something. You've got like a group of guys that are always constantly like, you're not, let me just put it to you this way. You're not sitting on the couch playing video games, right?
No.
No. You've always got something. You've always got something going on, which is fantastic. All right. Speaking of something going on that's fantastic, we're going to bounce around a bit. But what I want to do is, where is this thing here? Where is this guy? Here it is. Let me just bring this in here. Who is this guy?
That'd be Greg Hastings.
That would be Greg Hastings. All right.
I'm sure you've heard of him.
Once or twice. His name keeps on popping up in conversation. So I really have to try to meet this guy. So hey, it's a big delay in there you're in Colorado right now, right?
No, I actually had to come back to Illinois.
Oh, you went back home. All right, cool. So
yeah, spend the quarantine with the family.
Oh, you know what? That's a nice thing for you to do. Hang out with the family. So okay, cool. So one of Greg's multi-million ideas that he came up with was the time trials, and he exactly. I don't know if you know Greg. I mean, he's got like these like he's another one of those guys that doesn't rest, and he's just like, he also quarantine. I can't even spell it. I'm not gonna do any quarantine here. But anyway, he decided that he's got this new idea that he's come up with, and he's gonna run with it. And you guys have all helped him out. You guys have all said, yeah, we're in. What can we do to help? So here, let me bring this up here. Tell me about this.
That was recently at Paintball Extravaganza.
And you guys, obviously, if you guys don't know what Paintball Extravaganza is, it's basically our convention. Like the computer guys have their convention, and they even the porno business has a convention. So everybody's got a convention. We've got basically our extravaganza, and in our extravaganza, there's Ron, right, and there's Mad Frog, and there's Greg, and there's you. It looks like ZZ Top without you or something. It's like.
I mean, I'm the only one in that picture without a beard. It's a sore subject.
So basically, what happened is that Paintball Extravaganza is when basically the the industry gets together. They have booths, and they get to supposedly they're supposed to show off their new products. But from what I've been told, usually a lot of these products are shown off at Cup. So I don't know, whatever.
Yeah.
So because Cup's like a bigger kind of a.
It's like a little bit of both. I mean, I feel like the companies release their products choose to release their products at Cup because there's actual people there that will buy it. Extravaganza is exclusive to people that work inside the industry and that own fields or own a company within the industry.
Right. And it's also not open to the public per se. So that's kind of a problem.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to get at.
Yeah, because I mean, obviously, if you want to get the biggest bang for your buck, you want to, have the public touch your items. I'm talking about paintball. Right. Exactly. Wait a minute. What are you thinking? Where's your brain at? Okay, cool. Hey, tell me about We're gonna jump back to that in a second. Tell me about this.
That was actually in Bud Orr's backyard. That's your hat.
That's my
for your brand, and that's
one of my
the Super Game Hitman jersey. Also, your beer sponsor is there, right? Santa Monica, right?
My beer sponsor, Santa Monica Brewworks, right? That's right. I was just yesterday.
I did, yeah, and I 100% agree with him. I don't know how often you hear this, but you're definitely sticking out to me. You're always talking positively about other people within the industry, but honestly, Reaper, you're the most proactive. You're the most go-getting. I mean, there's a reason you have over 400 something sponsors. Like you're just good at what you do,
Yeah, but listen, I appreciate that. Don't let me interrupt you. Hang on a second. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Were you waxing poetically about me? No, I'm actually, the reason I brought up Bud Orr is because we're going to be doing something at his house after this mess is over. I'm going to go because he lives in Riverside, which is about probably like an hour from me. So we're going to go over to his house and we're going to do a live show from his place. We just talked to him and I talked last night about that. That'll be kind of cool to do. But yeah, you came out to LA and you found out that our transit system here isn't so good. You came out for what game? That was what game was that? Dominion or was that what game did you come out for? Was it
I came out for Lynn's charity, and then but we met up at Lynn's charity. The one that we were trying to link up for was North versus South.
Right, exactly. Right. That was going to be up north. So you found somebody that you could stay with when you came down here, but down here is hi mom. Hey mom.
Hi mom.
Hi mom.
Picked up my dog.
Okay, thank you. Hey, what did you was that was that the Boys to Men poster that you had on the back of your shirt? Like on the see that in back there on the wall? Was that the Boys to Men poster you took down before the show?
Okay. Look, I know exactly what you're talking about. You'll actually be pleased to hear a Titman banner used to be hanging there, but then
okay.
last summer I moved to Colorado, and
Okay,
my sister moved back in the house, and she commandeered the room, and
got it. She took it down. So what
yeah.
happened? It wasn't Boys to Men. All right, cool. No worries. Anyway, bye, bye, bye. Everyone. Anyway, and
Oh man.
you're like, how much longer do I have to sit here?
No,
I'm just
I
joking.
already told you. I appreciate what you do
I'm joking, brother.
wholeheartedly.
I'm
So
joking. I'm joking. Listen, so anyway, you came out to Cali, and Cali, if you guys don't know, is huge. LA is huge, and you found somebody to hang out with, to stay with there, and then you go, hey, we should get together. I said, dude, I want to take you to Venice Beach. I mean, and I'm working, right? I'm a real working Joe, right? I'm like, I've got like a limited window. I want to take you to Venice Beach, Santa Monica. I want to give you the whole fucking tour, right? I go, can you get out here? And you go, well, I don't have a car, and I don't know about. It was something with Uber. It didn't even go that area or something like that. And you were like in buttfuck something. I don't know where you were, but then I go, well, look at the train system or something. And you and I are both like at shock because I don't take the train, the
there's
metro.
nothing.
And it
Yeah,
was
I
like,
mean,
where did you end up? How did you end up at like wherever you are? So anyway, we didn't get a
I
hookup
ask
like that,
myself that quite often, Reaper.
dude.
quite
Yeah,
quite often.
it happened. But anyway, no worries. So, but we met up at Lynn's game, and that's Lynn's charity event. If you guys don't know about that, it's every December. And Lynn is a hitman also. She's a hit woman. And she's she does an amazing event, and it's for always amazing charities. It's always a big turnout, but it's basically it's an OG hangout. All of the the stock class, pump guys, whatever, we all, not me, I'm not an OG, but we all get together and we all like play at that event. So I'm glad you came out for that. I'm glad that I was able to give you some swag.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
cool. Okay, so yeah, so then I'm jumping around here. So what is this?
That would be Paul Senior, and Greg extended the opportunity out to Mad Frog Militia. We were actually at a paintball event in we were at OXCC, and Greg told us that he had this going on, and that he basically got paintball to be on an episode of Orange County Choppers.
Yeah, he did.
And, he
That's
extended the invite, and that was an experience of its own. Like I don't watch television, and the fact that I was on a television show, I don't know, it's really interesting. I never would have imagined,
So wait a minute. All that fan mail you were getting, you just deleted?
There is no fan mail.
Hang on a second. Let me do this. What is that?
That's Paul Senior with the Houston Heat guys, because the Houston Heat guys are the ones that helped pay for the bike.
Exactly. So if you guys didn't know, I think it was last year, right? Greg made the bike. It made its debut at NXL. And
I believe it was 2 years ago, and the airing of the episode was last year.
All right. Yeah. And of course, because our community is so connected and love each other, there was no hate about the bike. There was nothing. No.
Oh yeah. No.
Why the hell? Listen, Jesus Christ. Greg spends his own time and money to make this amazing chopper, right? And it was Houston. It was the owner of Houston Heat, right? That he's the one that actually got the bike at the end.
I believe so. I'm not 100% sure, honestly.
I don't know if it was that or Edmonton Impact. I'm not sure who. Someone got the bike. They finally, they got the bike, but they basically put the bike at the stage. And I took some pictures. It was a great thing. I go online, and all of the guys are jumping. All of the ones who really love our sport are jumping on and saying, "Whoa." I'm like, Jesus Christ, what do you have to do in this town? Come on. I mean, that's when I kind of gave up about, like, all right, there's nothing we can do to win people's hearts if they're not going to, like, I'm saying, if they're not in already and they're just going to get mad. And I said, forget about it. Forget about it. That's what I said. So anyway,
what happened to any publicity is good publicity, like.
Okay. You know what? Sometimes I believe that, and sometimes I don't. sometimes when I've been hit on or hated on, and people come up to me and they go, "Is it true that you're a like what?" No. So it kind of can screw up people, especially in a small little community like ours, where people are like, they believe everything they read, and well, Billy said it, so I'm like, what? So anyway, so so we're jumping back to this right now.
Okay, that's the time trials at that's the full course at Cousins Paintball. I
Okay.
actually have Cousins Paintball on my
Yep.
my jersey here.
Where was the first trial set up?
So the first time trials I didn't even play paintball for. It was like a decade ago, and I'm not sure where it was set up. I know that it was in California, and I also know that Greg is the one that won it, ironically. So
Of course, he probably played it a million times before he like set the thing up, so he could he can get it going. Let me do this. Let me pop this one in here. And who is this?
so that was actually at the set of Orange County Choppers. That is John Bollinger's little son, and he absolutely loved it. I'm still trying to get him on the field, but obviously things have been pretty crazy all around the world right now.
No, I understand, but the idea behind the time trials, I played the Greg came out with the arcade version, and they William Madfrog brought it to Hell Survivor.
A Monster Game. Yeah, I remember that.
Okay, and I just made $10 because I mentioned Hell Survivors again. Every time I mention Hell Survivors, Dave Massey pays me $10. I'm just joking. So they brought out the arcade version. They put it down by the speedball field, and I got to experience it. And even the arcade version was great. I mean, it was like the arcade version is basically just a smaller version of it, but it brings out the competitive nature in people, and especially in our sport. We have our people who sit in the parking lot. We have our people who are playing up in front. We have got whatever, but we all have a little bit of this competitive nature in us because of paintball. And then this actually has these these people that that really love competition gravitate towards this thing. Whether you're a pistol, a pump, or a speedball guy, it doesn't matter. This is the really an amazing way to test your skills under a clock. And it was really fun for me. We had a great time. Obviously, I'm not to say I don't take it serious, but I'm not a competitive guy. So I'm like, trying to figure out angles when I'm shooting. I'm just using my pistols and stuff. And it actually tests your skills. I really do like it a lot. It's kind of cool.
Yeah, I personally think the best part about the time trials isn't the fact. I mean, yeah, there's competition within it. I've seen many times where people are like, "Oh, bro, I just beat your score," and then they butt heads, and then they keep trying to go at it. But ultimately, the time trials is a competition within yourself.
Right, you're playing against yourself.
It's all about your personal perseverance as to how far you want to take it.
Right.
How far you want to improve every fraction of a movement. Is another second. It's a lot like the actual game of paintball.
Right.
In the sense of
every
movement.
It is. And again, a lot of people that were playing it, they've already got like their snap skills down. They've already got like, they've already been able to aim this, whatever. They've got all the skills. And then this is basically a way for them to like actually put their skills to a test. And and not have to scream at the target, "Get out, motherfucker." Because it's you shooting it.
We don't do that, Reaper. Come on. That's not our sport.
Who screams that? Anyway, all right, what's this? This is indoor.
Yes, sir. That was the full course that we set up at Boston Paintball. And that little girl, at the time, I believe she was 3 or 4 years old.
No.
And that is actually Anthony T2's daughter.
Wow. So there was no age limit when I went there. When I did that, it was if they could hold the gun, or even if they couldn't, people were helping them hold the gun. And,
Yeah,
and so
absolutely.
what Greg is doing is, again, like always, getting kicking and drag.
Yeah.
People are kicking and dragging, getting people into our sport, right? So yeah, he's amazing at what he does. It's been an honor to know the guy. So thank you very much again, Greg, for all the stuff that you do. I'm going to get him on the show when he's not fishing. I'll see if I can do that.
Yeah, good luck.
Yeah, I know, exactly. All right. So then tell me more about the time trials. Where can we find them?
I mean, we have a Facebook page, an Instagram.
And I just type in time
believe my
trials, or
web-
am I going to end up with something else if I do that?
Okay, yeah, my apologies. So our Instagram and our Facebook are Hitman Air Powered Time Trials.
There you go. Thank you. Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. Tell me again, how do you end up always meeting all these amazing people?
Paintball is a beautiful sport. That would be Bud Orr and Dan Colby. That's at Monte Casino. Man, Reaper, you need to make that game. There
Maybe
is just
I will.
no game like that. One of the generals is Bud Orr, and one of the generals is Dan Colby.
Yeah.
So you have that wow factor, and then you just have. I mean the field is in the middle of nowhere. I'm pretty sure it's in a town with like 200 people. Not even an
Wow.
exaggeration. And you really feel the Southern hospitality at that field. The field owners, Joe and Angie, they truly care about all of the players, and they make a point to that. They're constantly building onto the field as well. Joe and his father put hundreds of man hours into that field, and it truly shows within the work. I recommend you check that event out. I mean, I can get you in touch with the owners if you'd like.
Let's do it. I'm in. I'm always in. Let's do it. What was this one I found? Hang on. What is this thing here? What is this thing? Dude, why
So
you're always involved with something. What is going on? Dude, you're going to come off as a nice guy after the show. You know that, right? I'm sorry to ruin your rep of some kind of gangster, but
a little hippie with some gangster, Reaper. You got to have both. It's
all right.
it's the balance. But that was an event that's actually interesting because that event is the reason I was not at my graduation. My parents called me, asked if I was walking for my graduation, and I told them no, I'm doing a fundraiser in Colorado.
Dude, so what was this?
That it was we put on a fundraiser for that kid. His name was Luke. The event obviously was Balling with Luke. Man, I feel bad. I don't want to butcher this. He had I believe it was called osteoporosis, maybe. I'm not 100% sure, but he
I
was a
trust you.
paraplegic, but he loved paintball just like you and me, and the kid smile just radiated, like he was just so genuine about the sport, and
Damn,
obviously he was
damn.
handicapped, but he was still doing it. He had a buddy that came out and would load his pods for him and everything. I mean, I've seen so much positive energy reflected within this sport more than most sports. So it just blows my mind that paintball is so small compared to these other sports, I would say.
I agree. Now, is at one moment you're helping a kid with a handicap, and the other, and is this the next moment you're actually hiding behind somebody with a handicap? What are you doing here? Is this you?
Oh no, sir. I wanted to. I seen this when I was watching Go Sports. That's actually a professional player called named Damian Ryan, and
Right. I know. I was just fucking with
that's
you.
okay. I'm just making sure. I don't play too much airball. I thought you knew that.
No. But the reason I'm bringing this up because it was on your Facebook. I mean, this is like your, again, where your heart is. You know what I'm saying? Where you're not posting up a lot of pictures of people with daisies and puppies and I mean, well, that too, but you're also always gravitating towards the best parts of our sport and how people are like, it doesn't matter what you've got going on, disability, mental, physical, whatever else, you know what I'm saying? This sport is for you kind of. So, yeah, but you obviously like the picture and you did a nice comment on it. So there again,
that's
I apologize.
A very inspiring photo to me,
I apologize for making you look like a nice guy. I apologize. You can get pissed at me later. What is the deal with this, man? How do you end up with all these amazing people?
That was actually that was in Boston. That was a summer BKI summer camp out, and that's Ryan Greenspan.
Dude,
that's the face of paintball. Come on, Reaper.
I think he has actually a physical problem where he can't stop smiling. I think he has a.
Well, when you get to do what you love for your entire life, basically, that's how it goes. That's happiness, And
it was. I think I was at the same event you were, and I actually went out to dinner with this guy. This is the first time I met him. This might have been 2016. I'm not sure if it was or not, but to get a picture with this guy is like, this is like getting a picture with the Buddha. Hang on a second.
Yeah, that was at Paintball Explosion, Clowns versus Zombies.
So you guys,
that would be the legendary Ollie Lang.
And he came out for Clowns versus Zombies. It might have been 16 or 17. I forgot which one it was before he basically went into retirement. And I didn't.
Yeah.
Again, my history with people is kind of like Swiss cheese with our sport. And so Romeo, TJ, and I, and Ryan, a bunch of other guys, we went out to dinner, and Ollie was sitting next to me, and Ollie had his mustache that was like, twirled on the side, and and he was eating like a vegetarian meal. And I go, dude, I don't know much about you, but you know what? These are $100 plates that we're eating today, and you're eating vegetables. You're gonna eat $100 worth of vegetables. I got the lobster bisque and the big steak, and I'm looking at you. I'm like, dude, come on. So no, he started telling me that, like, about his philosophy on life, and he just like started flowing, and I'm like, dude, you're making me feel bad. I killed this cow to put in my stomach, and you're like. And he goes, no, it's okay. And so, yeah, so we got to hang out. He was a really cool cat. And we had a great time. So you've kind of looks like had a little bit of a charmed life so far.
All thanks to the sport of paintball. Honestly, I was nothing, and I still am nothing. So.
I'm glad you just crushed my heart, dude. Come on. So I'm going to give you guys some inside baseball here. Okay. So we're at Paintball Explosion last year, and we have the green room, right? We have the green room actually we have two rooms. We have the huge room and we have the green room. And the green room is, where all of us celebrities hang out. So Connor comes up to me and he goes, hey, do you mind if I come in? Yeah, come on in. What are you talking about? So we're sitting down, we're chatting. He goes, I want to be able to get out there more. I want to spread the word about paintball. I want to travel. I want to do what you're doing. I want to be kind of like a shadow. What can I? And I go, follow me. Let's do it. Come on. Let's. And he goes, I really love what you're doing for the sport and, all this kind of stuff. And I want to do the same thing. I go, you want to be a celebrity? He goes, no, I don't want to be a celebrity. He goes, I just love what you're doing. I want to do the same thing. I want to get out there and I want to live life like with this thing. I go, all right. So we went out and played, and then I didn't hear from him. And then all of a sudden I get a PM from him before Mr. Corona comes into town. And he goes, I saw what you're doing. You're going to Germany. You're going to the big game. You're going to Israel. He says, I'm in. Let's do this. Can I do this? I go, yeah, come on, International Paintball Bridge. I'll get you hooked up. Let's do this. So we were working on these things. We're working on the plans, and he was going to come with me to Germany. He was going to be my guest there. He was going to come to me with Israel, And I think from Israel, you're going to go back. You were going to go your own way. I don't think you were going to go to Canada. I'm not sure if you were. Were you planning on going to Canada?
We were gonna feel it out. I mean, we were gonna make sure that realistically I could do the first two, and I have a I have a job that is understanding of this, so I'm able to take work off for months at a time. I'm very blessed in that aspect. So.
Right. So Mr. Corona came to town, and well, he put the squash on that one. I don't think Israel's going to be open for a long time. I think Canada is going to be closed until December. I heard. You know what? We're all hearing rumors. Tomorrow night, you guys, I have a bunch of Canadian park owners on the show, so we're going to be talking about a little bit about the future of that, what's going on, and yeah, crazy. Hey, look who this is. Oh, can you actually see who I'm popping up here?
Yeah, that is Hanu. He said junior. Great young man right there.
There you go.
Thank you, Hanu.
Nice. So yeah, so then you let me see. You're involved with the time trials. Let me bring up some other pictures here. Hang on a second. You guys, I'm sorry I can't bring any more comments. I'm gonna bring up some pictures here. Let me go here, and we're gonna bring up a mutual friend of mine. A mutual friend of mine. Yeah, that sounds fantastic. A mutual friend of ours. Hold on a second. Who's this guy?
That would be Sonny.
All right.
Sonny Lopez, owner of LA Hitman.
If you guys don't know who Sonny Lopez, well, he's probably not even watching. Sonny, if you're not on the grid, he's way off. He's like,
no, Sonny's way off the grid. Yeah,
there's not even a grid on his waffle iron. There's no grids. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing.
Sonny may see this episode within like 2 years, and that's because I finally show him. So.
Right. So my little history with Sonny is I got involved with Gary Baum, and he took me to like one of my first paintball after I drank the Kool-Aid. He took me to one of these paintball events, right? And I still don't know anything about our community, anything about the players, nothing like that really. So we get to this event, and it's a hot day, and there's Sonny sitting on his truck or by his truck, and he's got his shirt off, and he's all tatted, right? And he's all like like a gangster tat, right? And Gary's talking to him like, "Hey, Sonny, and he's Sonny smiling. I go, motherfucker, look at these. There's gangsters in the sport, and there's like the fuck that I'm getting myself into. And I got like a 10-year-old kid. I'm like, I don't want to get him exposed to like, this. And then he goes, Gary goes, I want you to meet an old friend of mine, David. And I go, hey, and he goes, hey, dude, how you going? I'm like, yeah. And I'm like, this guy's pretty nice. And then all of a sudden he goes to me, let me introduce you to the rest of the hitmen and that. And I'm like, I met Mark, Big Mark. And I bet, I'm like,
yeah, absolutely.
And I'm like, you guys seem pretty cool. All right. So don't judge a tattoo by its cover. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay. So, so then after that was like 2009, 8. Sonny's been kind of like my angel on my shoulder, basically. He's always been helpful to me. When I did my Woods Ball Tournament League, he was one of the first teams to sign up. They were always there. They gave legitimacy basically to my Woods Ball Tournament League. And I said to him, I go, hey, like on the roster, I have to put who's the captain. He said, well, we really don't have a captain. We kind of like, it's kind of like this, we call it Captain Morgan, kind of like, everybody's a mutual group, kind of, we all work together, kind of, and they're in the parking lot and they're doing yoga and stretching and shit like that. I'm like, man, who the fuck are these guys? This is amazing, right? And they won every time because they're pump guys and they were just killing it, right? They poison on this bunker, and they're like, I'm like, poison? Where? I didn't put poison on the field. What the fuck are you talking about? Like, so I started learning about all this stuff, and I was like, this guy is great. And then he went off to Colorado, and how do I put this nicely? So Sonny's always been into the medicinal kind of things that, before it became legal in Los Angeles or in California kind of thing. But Sonny's always been into it, but not as in like, again, he doesn't sit around and get high and watch video or play video games. It's just part of his actual part of his whole culture, his life. So he actually went to Colorado, and he goes, I think I'm going to do something, with this whole kind of thing. And that's where you kind of started jumping in, and you started, okay, so I'm gonna toss the ball to you now as far as Colorado and CBD and Sonny Lopez.
Okay.
Wait,
Sonny owns
show,
in.
show the product.
I was getting to it, man.
Okay,
Sonny owns.
wait a minute. I don't want you to be like, I'm like, show the product, show the product.
Sonny owns an industrial CBD farm in Colorado. It's called Thrive Farms Colorado, or the website is actually thriveremedies.com. He makes a plethora of CBD products, which CBD is the non-psychoactive compound within cannabis. So meaning basically you reap all the medicinal benefits without the effect of getting high. And these products range from hand creams to topical like roll-ons. They have like a little ballpoint joint. They're wonderful, let me tell you. I mean, obviously paintball is a physically demanding sport, and crawling in the ground at the end of games, I sometimes get the most insane knots within my shoulders. And I actually have one here. It's an old one, but it will be able to give you guys an idea. So this is the ballpoint joint that I was referring to. Essentially, you just dip it down like this, allow the CBD to seep through this. The ballpoint joint works excellent in getting knots out, and then the CBD seeps through and handles the rest.
It's true.
And like Sonny, I live my life in the same way. I think. Cannabis is a God-given plant, so it has many medicinal factors. Actually, I don't know if you know about it, but Sonny was born blind, and the only reason that he's able to see and play paintball at a professional level today is because of cannabis. If you ever see him, talk to him about it.
I will.
It's
I
a
didn't
very
know
fascinating story.
I think the only way I can get him on the show is if I fly out to this isolated location and tape it. Other than that, he's not going to come on. I mean, he's not going to come on not because of me, but just because he's not a social media kind of guy, right? So I got it, and it was hard to get you on the show. Jesus Christ, man! Just tell your mom thank you again for making you that extra cake that she made, so I could you to come on the show. And you knucklehead. All right. Anyway, so all right. So listen, Sonny, actually, let me say, I posted something up on. Okay, you guys know that I'm sponsored also by. I'm sponsored by Sonny, but I'm also sponsored by another CBD company, Fully Activated. And the cool thing about Connor and Sonny is they're not like, you can't have ours if you use that kind of thing. They're just like, whatever works. We're all here to help each other. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm like, yeah, I'm spreading the word about like everybody. So sorry. Anyway,
I'd say that's the small companies within the cannabis industry in general. People just want to work together. They want to be proactive and heal and help people.
Right.
That's at the smaller levels, though. I mean, when it gets to the top, it becomes cutthroat business. So.
No, I understand, but I think that the paintball industry can also learn something from that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely.
Here, Frank Rodriguez here in LA. This is what he screams when he shoots somebody they won't get out. I scream, "Get out, puto!" Nice, Frank. Nice. I love it. Anyway, as far as the CBD is concerned, I posted up something that there was this kid in Michigan. He's actually with the Ghost Crew Rodents right now. And what happened was I met him last year. I don't know. Did you go to Clowns vs. Zombies last year?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you remember this kid that actually put the cake on his face?
That's when we had our conversation.
Remember that? Okay. So this kid that put the cake on his face. Do you remember that? Like they had a birthday cake for somebody, and he was what?
I thought Wolf threw cake in his face. That's kind of what I saw. I was kind of far away. I mean,
it was like he was in front. He was this little kid. He took his shirt off. He was like all hyperactive, yelling, like this, like this. I mean, he was just this amazing kid, right? Full of life. And then we get to know more about the kid, and he's got like, some physical ailments and there's like a whole thing. But the mom wanted to get him out there and play, and he did. He just became really, really thick, really special. He was having some kind of like epileptic kind of something was going on. So the mom got me involved, and I got fully activated involved. And then we got you involved, and we got Sonny involved. And Sonny says, I want to keep this like, behind the scenes. I want to contribute to this. What are you showing us?
I had to plug in my phone.
Okay. Sonny says, I want to. I make this ointment for kids with epilepsy and that kind of stuff. I'm not looking for a shout out, or I'm not looking for a look at me kind of thing. And I said, well, you're giving it to the wrong guy though, because I'm going to do that anyway. I'm going to give you a shout out and stuff like that. So
yeah.
So anyway, yeah, he gave me a bunch of this, or he actually mailed a bunch of the stuff to the kid and to his mom. And the mom said it worked. The mom said all that CBD stuff was, and she has no reason to lie. So
no.
I have been pushing CBD for the past 2 years now. And a lot of people actually, I'm going to take a quick second for a commercial, because the CBD reminded me of something. It reminded me of makeyourowntrackswear.com. Why did it remind me of that? Because I think 2 years ago it was, or when we did Clowns versus Zombies, Mr. Goodeve hit me up and says, listen, when you come out for Clowns versus Zombies, I really love CBD. Can you bring me some of that fully activated stuff? And I did. I brought him a bunch of the stuff out. And then we became friends. And then he goes, listen, I want you to sponsor my clothes. Can you be my celebrity spot? And I go, I'm in. Where do I got to sign? So makeyourowntrackswear.com, use Reaper in the code.
Yeah.
You'll get 10% off. We're going to be having him on the show pretty soon, but you guys go check him out. He's SAS Wisconsin. He's the leader of that group, but also he's one of us. He's one of the guys in the community. So we're helping support our community by doing that. So jump in and do that, you guys. But anyway, that's what CBD reminded me of. And but anyway, so where do we find this amazing elixir, this amazing snake oil? I'm just joking. It's not snake oil. Where do we find this? You know what? There's people that do call it fake stuff. I've seen people who said this is just bullshit, but you know what I'm saying? It's not. Anyway, wait. Oh, so Phil Ramirez wants to know, how do they get to time trials to their fields? He's in Texas.
Phil, yeah, I know. Go ahead and send me a private message as to far as what you want. I mean, do you want the Time Trials Arcade there for a specific event, or do you have a park or a field that's interested in purchasing a full course? I mean, there's some details to that question.
Okay, cool.
Also, you brought up Yeti, which Yeti's an amazing guy. I want to know, do you have one of these? One of his challenge coins here?
Wait a minute. I'll get mine. Now that I know that it exists, I'm gonna get. How do you get a challenge?
He invited me to his house after a game. Actually, it was right before this whole coronavirus thing happened. So I was blessed to get some paintball in right before it. At Commando Paintball, I played. He invited me to a game because he's an event producer, and Charles. Oh boy.
Charles, Reaper, ask Connor if he has a hacky sack. I bet he's right. Do you play hacky sack?
So the joke behind that is, I was wearing this at Extravaganza, and Charles said something like, "Oh, you look like you're ready to hacky sack," and I was like, "Yeah, are you down?" And he's like, "Oh, dude, I totally would if we had one." And I pulled one out of my pocket, and he was like, "What?" And we just at a paintball trade show, we started hacky sacking.
Dude, that's so cool. That's again, it's paintball. I love it. Okay, so where do we find? Let me see. How do I say this? We're not going to say where do we find Sunny because that's going to be impossible. Where do we
Yeah,
find?
that he does that by design.
Where do we find? Where do we find Sunny's products?
So Sonny actually, he he distributes his products either at events that he's at, or he distributes them on like a large, like corporate level. He does like a lot of like major sales into like selling to stores. He has all of the stores listed on his website that carry his products. If not, you can check out hempinghands.com, and that's something that Ron and I started to assist Sonny in moving his products, especially in the Midwest, since Ron and I are the only two hitmen that live in the Midwest. So.
Nice, very cool. Um, so the CBD that I've got from Fully Activated, they have this. You can drops you can put under your tongue, and
Yeah, tinctures.
yeah, it's amazing. I mean, it helps you with to sleep and these dreams. I didn't know I could fly so high. I'm just joking.
Oh, come
on. I'm just fucking with you. No, I don't know. I don't have anything on my mind anyway all the time. So like, yeah, it's just I've got no bills or mortgage or that kind of worry. So I have great dreams. But anyway, CBD kind of is nice. Anyway, my mom uses CBD. She's a big fan of it. If you guys have never tried it, please give it a try. When you see Connor, maybe he has some in his pocket with his hacky sack, or maybe if you see Sunny at an event, that would be cool too. Super Game is coming up on the West Coast. Are you going to it?
Yeah. Oh my God. I'm itching to play so bad right now, Reaper. And Super Games is one of my favorite games. Regardless, I mean, I'm averaging 25 to 30 events a year, and Super Game is one that, like, is a must. I guarantee it. I make sure that I have nothing planned for that weekend. And,
nice. What excuse me, tentatively it's in July. They had to move it because of it's usually in May, but
yeah,
that's not gonna happen. I think it's gonna be in July.
I believe so. I think, man, it's unfortunate because I think a lot of events just mark you know what I mean, all on the same weekend.
Big
it's like
mess. Again, like I said, Mark, our friend Mark, is actually trying to organize some kind of a Facebook page where we can get like all the events together for 2021. We're gonna need a reboot basically, or a mulligan, or a do-over, or something like that. But it's basically it's gonna be like this is what it is right now, and we're all waiting for the phone call. So. And we're all waiting. All the cats are like, when the fucking phone's gonna ring? When's the game on? And then all the cats are gonna be like, it's gonna be like all over the place. What is this?
I forgot about your stand-up comedian acts.
Oh yeah, you're a stand-up comic. What is this? A cat call? What is this?
That's
your page.
I thought it was extremely interesting. That is a lot of stray cats, and that was on the island of Maui. And of course, I was on Maui because of paintball, and it was just something that I seen.
Okay, so and do you think these cool cats are waiting for a call or what?
Yeah, from the paintball field. They want to check it out.
There's so many words. There's so many memes you can make of this thing. I saw that on your page, and I'm like, what the hell is this? All right.
You can have it, Reaper. That picture is all yours. You may do whatever you wish.
No, I don't do that. I do all originals. I don't steal people's jokes. Sorry. Anyway, so what else did we miss? You've got we did Respect Paintball. We did Greg Hastings. We did the time trials. We did. Let's give a shout out to Mad Frog, obviously, because he's a big part of this whole time trials thing. Mad Frog is one of the guys. He's one of those unsung, quiet. Well, he's not going to be so unsung for long because he actually has his own show now. The Swamp Time. What is it?
Swamp Talk.
Swamp Talk. So you guys, we're gonna go check out Swamp Talk. I'm gonna be doing a show with a bunch of the content creator, podcasters, whoever else. We're gonna get everybody on the shows, and we're basically gonna introduce everybody to all these guys that are doing these things, all these great shows that people are doing for paintball. So we're gonna get him on it, and he's doing one. But Mad Frog, not only is he an amazing mechanic, welder, bus fixer, anything with duct tape, kind of amazing guy, right? He created, or he actually built these time trials, right? Didn't he actually build the framework for these things?
Absolutely, they're still manufactured in Detroit.
Yeah.
So I've actually assisted in making some of those. I mean, I've taken trains up there to help crank orders out, and whatever we need to do.
Do me a favor. Give me a shout out to Romania. Dude, I don't know if you're in Germany or Romania. I don't know. I know you're a gypsy, and I know that's usually Romania. I'm just joking. Anyway, this not you, but my brother here, Bumbo. He's called the Paint God. I call him the Paint God at the Euro Big Game in Germany. He's basically the guy that actually runs. He's in charge of all the paint, and you guys, if paint sucks, your game's gonna suck. So he's in charge of all the paint, and he's my brother from another mother. There, he gets together with with the Euro Big Game, and actually, right next to his paint trailer is a little speedball area where we do pistol events, and I always give him my pistols, and him and I play against each other. So just do me a favor, give him a big shout out. Hey,
how's it going?
There you go.
I would have met you if this virus didn't come here.
No, I can still do my show without the virus. Come on. No, I know.
No. I would have met him in person because we were going to Euro Big Game.
You're right. You would have. I'm sorry. I misunderstood you. It's the I'm sorry. Okay. Anyway, it's the distance. Anyway, no, I'm sorry. You're right. You would have met him at the event because he's just a cool cat. You would have. Lisa Weber with team tags.
Team tags.
But she's dying. She's dying to promote this fucking team tags all over the place, but they won't come on the show. I told them they're embarrassed to come on there. I'm going to get you guys on the show. They keep on like team tags here, team tags there. So anyway, we're gonna get Lisa and Roger on the show. And
I was gonna say you need to get Roger too.
Yeah, well, of course we'll get everybody. Robbie,
I agree. That's one of the most underappreciated companies within our sport. Honestly, right. It's such a I can't stand tape. Duct tape is the devil. So like,
it is true. No, they've been completely supportive of me, all my craziness. Yeah. And every time I wanted to do like a certain kind of armband or something, we did them. Like I brought their armbands to Canada, to all over the States, and to Mexico and to Germany. And yeah, they just kill it. They're just great folks. Actually, Roger was supposed to come with us last year on the international paintball
Euro Big Game. Yeah, and his flight.
The WOW. It was called WOW, I think it was, and they went bankrupt. Yeah. And I just said, "Wow." I said, "That's fucked up."
yeah, that was.
That's fucked up.
I felt bad just hearing about that, man. So.
Yeah, that was fucked up. He mortgaged his house. He bought this like what's it called? He bought this plane ticket from this amazing cheap airline, this Icelandic airline called WOW, and he was good to go. We had him all hooked up at the Euro Big Game, and then they went into business. So that's all. Sorry about that one.
It's kind of faded because it's like 5 years old, but team tags in the house.
Nice. I love it. I've got a bunch of the team tags. I love them. Okay, brother.
And you also mentioned fully activated earlier.
Wait a minute. Are you supposed to? Don't show those two together with the other one. That's like a bad. No. Then people are going to say, "Wait a minute, you can't show." No, I'm just joking.
We work together.
There you go. See that? I love it. Fully activated in the house. You know who this guy is?
Sizzle. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. He's a great cat too. I had a really good.
Although he cut his hair, but he's a good guy.
Shorter now? All right.
We
were in a competition there for a minute. We were like really long hair. Okay, brother, listen. So we covered Respect Paintball. We covered the time trials. We covered Sonny's product. What's the name of Sonny's product?
Sonny's product is Thrive Farms, Colorado, or the website is thriveremedies.com.
I got it. Are we missing anything? Did we leave anything out?
Well, there's a product that you might not be familiar with. He is a paintballer, but he doesn't necessarily promote his product within the industry, probably because he's too busy. I mean, he also owns other companies outside of the industry, and just a really busy man. But anyways, he owns, him and his partner Eddie own a company called Kung Fu Tonic, and Kung Fu Tonic is a immune booster. I think that's extremely relevant, especially to everything that's going on in the world right now.
Right.
The ingredients are apple cider vinegar, harum garlic, onion, ginger, horseradish, cayenne pepper, sea salt, oregano oil, and then the ninja secret. And I mean, just do a little research on all those ingredients, because all those ingredients are recommended that you take daily, and it's all just in one little compact punch right there.
I like it, dude. I like it. We're going to get him in contact. With me. We're gonna see what about promoting his product, getting it out there. So I'm looking forward to it.
Definitely. Make sure that you send me your address after this, and I want to ship you one out. This is a newer product that they have as well. They also came out with salt.
Nice. That
immune
is
boosting salt. With their tonic.
I like it. One more time for dude. I like it. One more time for this cool cat.
Hey Reaper, this is Yeti, and I'll shoot you soon.
All right, that's Yeti. Yeti where? Oh my God. Wait a minute. Hang on a second.
The SAS Yeti Squad.
Hang on a second. There you go. I don't want to get you sick, so there, I'm coughing. Anyway, that's makeyourowntracks.com, makeyourowntrackswear.com. Go check them out. Use Reaper in the checkout code and get 10% off. Okay, my brother. You doing okay?
Yeah, absolutely. I'd like to ask you a couple more, or if I could ask you some questions. I'd like to know the quality on those products.
It doesn't work that way. I'm the one that asks the questions. When I'm on your show, you can ask me the questions. Fuck you.
All right. I'll take you up on that. I'm creating a show now. What is this? StreamYard.com? All right.
You should, dude. Listen, use this software. This is called StreamYard, and it's like $25 a month. It's amazing. You can do all the crazy things that I do, or if you guys are even more creative than I, you can do some amazing stuff. Again, I usually use the green screen, but this time I'm using my own background here. Look at this thing.
Super Game.
Super Game 50. That was Super Game 50. Look at this. I like it.
We can go all day with this. There's paintball memorabilia spread out everywhere.
I get fan items sent to me. Look at this one. Look at this Reaper here, and then
too cool.
Excuse me. I had well, I'm gonna have the guy. I'm basically having this guy in the show pretty soon out of Canada. He actually made a 3D mold of me.
What?
Isn't that fucking amazing?
Yeah, that's how you know you made it, when you have an action figure.
No, when you're in Greg Hastings' video game, that's where I dropped the mic.
No, fair enough.
Did I just spill the beans?
I'm sure.
Uh-oh, wait a minute.
I would imagine I'll be in that game. I might have to call him after this and arrange a few things.
So you guys, look how active my green screen is. I can just keep on going into my green screen and grabbing things.
That's very cool.
Yeah. So anyway, yeah. Okay, go ahead and ask. Go ahead, ask away. You want to ask some questions? Is there any math involved? Because I'm really bad at math. So
no, it's okay.
No math questions. Math. Okay, all right. Go ahead.
Have you spoke to this gentleman yet? I know that you met him in Vegas, right?
Never heard of him. Never heard of Andy.
Yeah, Andy Starrett, maybe that's how you pronounce
Starrett.
it.
I'm going with Starrett. Starret, I think. Starrett.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with that. Hey, look at that off the top of my head. Hey, that's no. You know why? Because when I meet somebody, I do my best to try to remember their name and a bit about their background. I think that everybody's important. And so no matter where I go, dude, I'll meet somebody. Like I met this guy in Michigan, and he was from Quebec. And 2 years later, I was at his park, and he came up to me and he goes, "Reaper, you probably don't remember." I said, "You're Johnny. How the fuck you know that?" Just it's one of those on being on the spectrum things. I think, you know what I'm saying? You get this like,
yes.
Instead of counting, and I can't count matches when they drop on the ground, but I'm pretty good at trying to remember people's names and what they do. So
I think we're the opposite on that. I mean, also we're in different positions. See, I'm convinced that I'm no one within this industry. And,
shut it up, man. Shut it up. I'm gonna crush you if you keep on saying that. Anyway, but no. The other thing is, we met not you and him, but Andy and I met in Vegas with Steve, who owns the other podcast. It's called the Extremely I don't know, Unaware. I'm always fucking up the name of it. Anyway, so he introduced me to Andy, and
isn't it Players Unknown? I believe.
Dude, it's too long.
I believe so.
Or maybe do an acronym or something like that. Because anyway, so yeah, we met at Vegas this year, and Andy was there, and Andy was telling me about his the foundation, what happened. We're having him on the show. Please. Listen, the reason he's not on the show yet is because he's a really big wig with Comcast. He actually does a lot of their technical. He's a suit and he's keeping the world going right now. So we talk a lot. Actually, we talked the other day. We just did FaceTime with Andy and I, and he basically told me what's up with what. But we're gonna get him on the show and talk about the foundation. Let me see the jersey again.
Yeah, absolutely. And Andy's active. Andy is a man on a mission. He is using energy from an extremely negative experience that he went through, him and his family, and he's trying to turn that into positivity and grow from it and help others maybe that are in the same situation.
Well, let me see the jersey.
Absolutely.
Okay, so it's called Ali Remembered Foundation. Basically, you guys, I'm just gonna let you in on the inside story here before I'm gonna go more in depth when I'm having him on the show. But 18 months ago, his daughter was killed by her boyfriend, and the boyfriend actually skipped town, went to Mexico, and they were actually able to grab him, extradite him back to Colorado, and now he's on trial. So when Andy, instead of just going into the fetal position, he took all that energy and created a foundation, and wants to stop abuse, or if it domestic violence, or basically all of that kind of stuff. And he wants to keep his daughter's name alive, and so he's rocking it. And so we're gonna have him on the show, and you guys will get to know him, and I'll introduce him. He's just a fantastic cat, and I'm glad, Connor, you're involved in that too. It's just like obviously you, because your heart. I think your heart's bigger than mine. I think if we were to put them next to each other on a heart scale, no, I don't know.
No.
You got a big heart too. So all right. Anyway, but yeah. So you guys, we're gonna have them on the show. Dude, way to bring the show down, dude. Man, you're a Debbie Downer. I'm just fucking with you.
No, by far, you're far from it.
I'm just fucking with you. All right. Anyway, so what else do we got? We got because you're like fucking NASCAR. You've got like all these sponsors on you, right? We got Time Trials. We've got Respect Paintball. We've got Sunny. We've got the Kung Fu. What is it? Kung Fu Fighting. What is that stuff?
Kung Fu Tonic.
Kung Fu Tonic. We've got Ali Remembered Foundation. We've got the Boys to Men poster that used to be behind you. We've got your mom coming in and getting the dog. What else? What other things can you? What other question? Wait, weren't you going to ask me another question, or was that just it? You just wanted me to know about that?
Oh, this is your show. You're allowed to ask all the questions.
Oh, you got a question you want to ask me? Go ahead. I'm sitting down.
No, that's fine. You don't think that you can creep my social medias anymore?
Dude, I'm gonna haunt you. All right, no, cool. But yeah, we're gonna have you on again, brother. I know that it's like hard for you to yeah, I know you're camera shy. No, this guy is this guy
I wouldn't say that.
this guy puts the H in humble, right? You're just a humble cat. I really just enjoy, hanging out with you, and I it's like it's been a pleasure. You've made my I'm gonna do a Hallmark card here. You've enlightened my life by the time that we've spent together. How's that?
Beautiful. Would you say I'm essential to your development?
Of course you are. Come on, everybody is. All of you paintballers. I just love you guys. You have listen, I'm gonna tell you how life works, okay? Everybody has sections. Everybody has like these blocks. I grew up on a ranch. That was a block of time. I was a surfer kid when I was in Santa Monica. That was a block of time. When I went to, I moved to Israel and lived over there. I was in the military. That was a block of time. When I started playing golf, I did rock climbing. I did sailing, and then as we get closer to this thing, I did stand up comedy. And I was always funny. I was always funny, but in the early 90s, I kind of learned about stand-up comedy and got involved in it. So from the early 90s until 2008, I was doing stand-up comedy. And then when I got the bug on this thing, when I got shot, I just dropped stand-up comedy and I said, this is it. So from 2008 until now, this is my other block of life. And everything that I do like this, like that. So it's like, I can't just be a player. I can't just be a rock climber. I can't just be a sailor. I can't just be a comedian. I've got to be like, what's the ultimate I can do in this thing? So
I say just be a human and be the best version of yourself.
I can't. It doesn't work.
That's what I'd say. Why do you need all these labels? Like just be
because I'm a narcissist. I'm a narcissist.
Oh, okay.
Dude, this hat is barely fitting on. Like my head is so big. This is like, come on. No, I have a big ego. I love to yes, I love doing what I do, but on the yin and the yin of my yang, I also love humanity and I love people. And I'm thinking that if I ever get you get a platform, you become a celebrity, whatever else, you give back. That's your chance to do the rising tide lifts all boats thing. You know what I'm saying? That's the only time that you look down on somebody is when you're bringing them up. You know what I'm saying? That's
absolutely.
Where my mind is.
Unfortunately, a lot of people receive a following or gain a following, and they don't try to do good with that following. Yeah, it is all about them. And for me, how I've tried to orchestrate my life is I don't want to promote me. I want to promote paintball.
I agree 100%.
Without paintball, I don't know where I would be today.
I think I told you, and I've told everybody else, paintball attracts a lot of broken people, whether it's PTSD, whether it's abuse, whatever the situation is. And like Sonny's CBD, it cures people, right? I've seen a lot of people that were like, they gave me their stories of like, that they had PTSD from Iraq or Iraq, from Afghanistan, and they came into the sport and it's like, it's helped them. Women, men that have had like, abuse, whatever the situation is, this sport is healing. And so,
it's weird because it's like pain, it's like a very contradicting, but man, you mentioned when you were bringing up Sonny and like gangsters and everything. I mean, I've played with, beside legitimate gangbangers, like people that questionably have taken individuals' lives, and on the field, you wouldn't even know. There's something about it's just a constructive way to release emotions.
Right. I agree 100%. And I get upset, and maybe I shouldn't take it personally, but I do get upset when people get a platform in our sport, whether it's through their physical physique, whether it's from something that they're wearing or from a pot loudly or whatever the situation is. When they get to a point in our sport where they're acknowledged or not or recognized. I'm not going to say acknowledged because acknowledge is a strong word, but I'm going to say people recognize who that person is from what they've done. And I'm not going to say in a good or bad way, but then they are actually using it for their own, whatever. This is to make so they can become a celebrity because they couldn't make it outside of paintball, so they're going to become a celebrity in our sport kind of thing, or they're using it for. Listen, I'm going to tell you, and whoever else is listening, I've kind of reached the top of our sport as far as like the celebrity sponsorships, travel, everything. I'm not a millionaire. It doesn't pay. You know what I'm saying? It's not like you're looking towards Reapers like that's my final goal. Well, fine, but it's not like we're in the NBA or the NFL or something like that where you're going to get to the very top of the sport and get $1 zillion contract. It doesn't work that way, you guys. So listen. Be in the sport for the right reasons. Be in the sport because you want to. Be in the sport from your heart. And if you're going to start podcasts or any of these other kind of things or have a podcast, help our community and don't hinder our community. Do you know what I'm saying? We've got a fragile situation right now. We've got a lot of people in our community who bring in their kids and, they don't want to see certain things. And our kids are basically the funnel of our new growth. So just have that kind of stuff in mind. I do say, fuck, I'm sorry. I apologize. Because I speak up, I apologize. But anyway, what I'm saying is that if you do get into certain situations in our sport, like Sonny is behind the scenes. Mad Frog is behind the scenes. Greg is not really behind the scenes, but Greg only produces positive stuff. These are the kind of people that, you need to look up to. If you're going to get into our sport, become a celebrity because you're like, 3 people agreed with what you do kind of thing. I don't know. That's your journey, right? That's your journey.
Yeah, 100%.
And what I've been told is that people usually have a 3 to 4 year shelf life and they burn themselves out. And if I can provide the matches, so what I'm saying, here's your match. Go burn yourself out, kind of thing. Anyway, so listen, enough of my rambling. Connor.
Yeah.
You're a cool cat. Again.
Likewise, brother.
It was a pleasure to have you on the show, and I just I want you guys to go check out what he's doing. Can they follow you? Do you get upset about that? Do you want them to DM you?
It doesn't. Absolutely, people can DM me. I'll talk to people. I'll let them know anything that they want to know about any organization that I'm involved in, or if they just want to meet up and play paintball and hang out, that's fine too. Like I'm about that just as much. So
I got it. No, it's good. I'm in, my brother. Listen, thank you again for everything that you do and all the stuff behind the scenes. Let's give a last shout out to all of these sponsors, my sponsors and your sponsors. Make your own tracks. Wear.com. That's Yeti's clothing company. And use Reaper in the you can use Hano too if you guys want to. You can either use Reaper or Hano, and whoever else, you guys, if there's another guy out there or girl out there that was been given a code by Make Your Own Tracks, you see, look at that. I'm deducting from my potential percentage by telling other people that they can use their codes on my show.
Yeah.
Look at hey, I'm crazy, dude. I'm just fucking crazy. I'm just like, I don't care about money. I'm just crazy. Anyway, you guys, give me your code. I'll promote your code, and you can do 10 just as long as we can get this guy's clothing wear out there. Okay, go use your code, get 10% off, and let's make this happen. You've got time trials to promote. Where do we find that?
Instagram, Facebook,
and we've got
respect powered time trials.
We've got the Kung Fu fighting, Kung Fu.
Oh man, Kung Fu tonic. You were the same way when you first tried the time trials. You kept mixing up the name. You were like, "Oh, what's this called again?" And I was like, "Dude, come on."
It's funny, you know why? Because it gets stuck in people's heads. They get, you know what I'm saying? When you joke about something, it gets stuck in their heads, and then they'll figure it out. And then we've got Sunnies. We've got Sunnies, Pop Sunnies up there again.
ThriveRemedies.com, or you can just look up Thrive Farms. Or if you're interested in acquiring some of those products, hempinghands.com.
I like it. It sounds good. Okay, my brother. Are you satisfied? You feel good?
Absolutely. I'm always feeling great.
You're always feeling good. All right, cool, brother. I'm gonna bid you. I'm gonna bid my audience adieu. Au revoir. Adios. Shalom. Goodbye. What's another one? Auf Wiedersehen. Sayonara. Let me see. What's another one? I think I've run out of them. Anyway, all peace. I will bid them adieu. Oh yeah. Oh, and team tags. Wah, wah, wah. Lisa just said, and team tags. I'm going to bid them adieu. You're going to hang out for 1 second. Don't run away. And I'm going to play my my out. What is it? My out video.
Outro. Yeah.
My outro. Hold on.